Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And they'll get him down right around the 20.
I like that place.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off.
I got a steak from there.
Decent game.
I got
the
a
last
couple
run
drinks,
got 6,
really
now 2nd and 4.
Even the
Here's Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And this won't be enough to pick up the first.
They got
2, 3rd and 1.
steak nights on Mondays.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there.
You go and get like a $7 steak meal, something like
sometimes
that.
Against that,
well, it's like super crowded. Like it's hard to
turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 3rd.
And most good running teams work against stacked defenses. They don't care if you have 6 in the box, 7 in the box, 8 in the box. It doesn't matter to them. Block people, give your running back a chance because it could pay off big as it just did there.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about.
I watched the one where
that allowed them to put points on the board
they
on
do
that drive.
it's called Butts Out, and they are trying to get the kids to not smoke, and they end up burning the school down. And then they end up blaming
Murray and the Cardinals
so the kids don't get grounded. They ended up like going along with the parents blaming the tobacco companies.
Here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, oh, that's got to feel great for them.
I don't even know who my
27 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
1st down, Murray. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. The 20, 10, 5.
Well, it was fun. I wasn't running full speed at first because I just thought I had an easy touchdown. Then I tried running full speed and he was just too slow.
Nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two.
I'll never forget that
once they threw the interception and
that catch D-Hop made when we were at the bowling alley, and he like caught the ball in between his legs.
Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First carry for James Conner. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On second down, it's Conner. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
The scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down.
I'm on that.
Force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
I knew where he was trying to go.
Quandre Diggs. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Their last go-around, obviously they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
oh my goodness.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wow.
Here's Carson. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson.
Got it.
Getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson buying time to his left. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
But I was like,
Let's go double count right here, double count. Joker.
This is Carson. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
oh my goodness,
and his
Russell.
throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
He made that pass, but didn't complete the previous
yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And the Cardinal offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by 34. He gives it off to Carson.
What in the world?
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Oh, no.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll check that down to Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Russell.
1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
There to go that man again.
Play action. Now Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I tried it.
Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them...
Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Way to make something out of nothing right there, Russell.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
I just knew I was freaking
the Seahawks
sacked.
are able to add on to their first half lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
What challenge were you doing earlier?
And that was offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with a little over a minute remaining, they just to try to cut into that deficit. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Playing like me, you'd be winning.
Murray now on 1st down. A good pickup there at 22. And the reception made by Green. And he's taken down inside the red zone.
Bring it back.
Past the Seattle 15. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Bring it back.
Murray now. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's
You ain't-
taken down. Carlos Dunlap
You ain't Russell,
able
boy.
to get in
You
there
ain't
for
Russell.
his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Cardinals going to use the first of
I'll
their
show you how to use
timeouts
them next.
as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I was hoping that blitz
Down
was
to
going to get
15
there before
seconds
you,
now. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I blitzed my safety. I was hoping that didn't bite me in the butt.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And a great job on special teams.
We're going 25 to Mike. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Hey, 25.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll be out.
Asking this one like I did
It'll be
yesterday.
the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action.
Oh, this might be
in the
your
third
half,
quarter.
though. This might be
And
your
that
half.
one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 2nd and 11.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Murray now to throw. And Murray in trouble.
I'm on that.
And down he goes. Carlos Dunlap able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Gosh, I've never seen such a rat piece of trash. Like, even Garrett Bowles could do a better job at that. Shit.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Might bite me.
Omaha.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Got Murray fighting. Lost the football. And the Seahawks.
I heard the controller.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game.
Pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Carson is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point.
Oh, Hunter, I didn't tell you. I got me a fantasy belt.
Yeah, for my championship I won last year. To boot it away. And that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Yeah.
Don't you?
All game long.
How long have I been in your league?
They struggled moving the ball,
Only been
turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this
Nah, it ain't been that long. I ain't been playing fantasy.
You gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
I probably started fantasy in like
looking to throw again
senior
on
year high
2nd
school.
down. Murray caught
Believe it or
left
not.
side Hopkins. And they get him down, but not
Yeah.
before he takes it
I
across
haven't.
the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I was.
A Cardinal first
Yeah,
down,
senior
Murray
year.
to Hopkins. Now Murray.
I don't know if I was, to be honest.
Oh, he dropped it.
It was.
And
If
that's
it wasn't
pretty
senior
indicative
year, it
of the
might have
way
been
this one's
junior year.
gone.
I really ain't been playing fantasy that long.
Right back to him after the last completion, but this
Compared to like
the defense
other
was
people,
all
I guess
over
like
it, and
7
they got
years
there
is
to break
pretty
that
long,
one
but
up.
like
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad
compared
to
to like
have you
everybody
along
else,
for
I
the
feel like they've been
ride.
playing for
Third
like 10
quarter
years.
action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead.
Bo found his ball.
It was 5th or 6th grade when I started.
So they'll get another shot on offense following
God.
that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
I didn't even have internet at my house until
And that one
until
will
8th
bounce
grade
out of the
year.
back
I didn't
of
even
the
have
end
internet at my
zone,
house.
So we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they
I
gave
wanna
up the
say
pick
my
6.
first legit,
And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
My first legit league was when I was picking a couple hours the league I wanted in.
Can't be so cautious as to just really
I want to say that was my first legit league, and I think I was that was my only league at the time. And the reason why I say junior or senior year is because I was working at Express, and I was doing that between junior and senior year.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running
And
back.
I only had,
3 yards
I
to
may
gain
have been
there,
in yours,
second
but it
down.
wasn't
Caught that look from me
before
there,
10th
partner. I
grade.
think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if
we
that's
started
the start of them trying to get
The
the
league
ball
I
to
just
him a
won in
little
my
bit more here
Express
in the
league,
second
we
half.
started off with NFL Network fantasy league, and we had a D lineman, a linebacker,
Throwing
and a
again on
DB.
2nd down.
Like we were
Murray.
playing.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Yeah, can you go back and see when I
I'm starting to
joined?
wonder,
a
Charles,
league?
if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were
Okay.
baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Coming to the line here to
Yeah,
begin
I
their
don't
next
ever
drive, the
remember playing against
Seahawks
Floyd or
offense.
Gibson. Oh, fuck.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of
Sorry,
getting
Russell.
inside a
We'll bid it
quarterback's
back.
head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of
Actually,
coming away with the
low-key, I
football.
feel like I do remember
From
playing
down at
against
the
Swill
12,
now.
it's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. And my goodness, another interception.
Take it to the house.
Jordan Brooks with it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot out now as this one's in the air.
Well, I gotta counteract my other one that's gonna go on YouTube.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25.
My fans are gonna think I'm a fraud if I don't.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Oh, this
man,
one
I wish you would have looked at
incomplete. The
D-Hop.
pressure got to him as he
That
released
fucker
it.
was wide
And
open.
it's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss
I was on
downfield. They've got to have points.
You
guys who can put the ball in the end zone,
you missed him on that previous play. You had him wide open. I'm glad you didn't see him.
And it's third down.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Quarterback.
I got him. Right there.
Murray going to throw. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
He is taken down at the
Man, it's a good
21
thing you
after
took
a
off
short
running.
gain of 2.
I was tearing that left
defense
tackle.
coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray flushed out right. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Murray giving to Connor on the draw. And just nowhere to go for Connor. Defense gets to him, and they mark him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Field goal, perhaps. It says no suggestions. What do you mean?
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for him today, does it? I mean,
I gotta get something.
After opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlepp Rock had that black cloud over their heads.
All day, every day, any day.
Oh my God!
They'll start out on the ground with Carson.
Oh shit! If that wasn't
And
just,
he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I gotta
I think
get
we can
something
get
on
used
the
to seeing
board.
more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Cardinals.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 98 yards now on the ground for Carson. He's got a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap
Seahawks.
those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
14.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and that'll bring up second down. Now Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Damn, he ain't got no toe drag swag. He needs some toe drag swag.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. Flush to his right. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 35 yards. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has.
Oh,
They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
I mean, I gotta get something.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Dancing to his left. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Cracked him.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body
set a
out
block,
there all
set
the
a
time,
block.
or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Murray has the first down and more.
Oh,
that's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust
L2,
something?
R2, and
I
down,
think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got
now on 2nd and 13. Murray, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Here's Murray. Man open left side, it's Williams. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I gotta get some.
Snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They said I gotta get some.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Prater's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
He didn't get the goose egg. He didn't get the goose egg.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Seahawks
I felt like that was a challenge.
Second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Spot that. Mike 9. Switch. Nine's the mic. Hey, pick your game up.
Oh, Wilson gonna throw. Forced out to his left. And I think the ball's
gosh.
out. And the
Is that
Cardinals have got
JJ?
it going the other way.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
Step out.
yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Mike 55.
To throw again on second down. Murray throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
That was offensive pass interference.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, check Mike. Hey, Larry. Watch the run. Let's go.
Larry. You know Larry
Throwing
on the
now
team.
is Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Wilson wants to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught at the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
He said, oh, don't go for it.
Now Myers for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
1 for 1 side kick now.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Now you know how I felt yesterday.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
Hunter said, now I know how Adrian and Timothy feel when they play against me.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are just
obviously
like, getting shellacked
yeah,
here
boy,
in this one,
yeah,
Charles.
you don't want to play against me. I'm Madden champ. I've been playing this game longer than it. You
For
have.
a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Probably talking mad shit.
Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard.
Really?
Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Going deep for Hopkins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Pierre Desir.
Yeah,
well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jalen Thompson picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
I was about to get
now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys?
I was like, why the hell is it telling me, though?
Analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. A big offensive explosion leading them to victory. And
that's true.
The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey,
that's
put those points up
ball.
every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
Yeah, mine updated today. I got Fortnite, Call of Duty, Rocket League, all of them. Yeah. I was like, great day. Is it Tuesday updates? Damn, what a good game that was. Dude, that was a game. I mean, you pretty much won the game in the last second.
For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.